Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm making another play spread in my small watercolor journal. I'm using the color palette you can see on the left in this book. It's the Color Dictionary #1, and I used this color palette already in one of my past videos because I just made the voiceover and edited that video earlier than this video, but actually that's the first video I did with this color palette. I'm now going to swatch the paints to see which colors are the best for my choice, and then I'm going to start my spread. As always, I'm playing with the paints. I just experiment. I just make some marks and play. That's what I really like to do to warm up, to get in a creative mood. And it's also a really nice reference journal for later to search for color palettes, find ideas for mark making, and for textures. I can't tell you exactly the colors I'm using because I don't have the names along with the color palettes I'm using. I have two big tins with watercolors. One is a warm palette and one is a cool palette, and there I have my favorite watercolors in, and I usually have brands like Mijello, Rosa Gallery, Schminke, Daniel Smith, Van Gogh, some White Nights. Yeah, I think that is it. And I just always pick the colors I love the most. And once I run out of one color, I just try to find a similar color if I don't know which exact name it was, or of some colors I just remember which brand it is, and then I can easily go through my stash and have a look which color it is. Today I don't know. I think the red is from Rosa Gallery. The violet is a mixture of a violet plus a opaque pastel color. The green might be the olive green from Rosa Gallery as well. And I think there is also a pastel color from White Nights that I'm going to use along these colors. In case this is the first video you are watching, you might want to check out my channel. I have a bunch of similar videos uploaded already that you can watch. And if you are enjoying the video, please give it a comment and leave a thumb up. Something I would like to mention, because I got some requests if I could let that video translate into other languages and make subtitles for other languages. The problem is that when I activate the auto translation from YouTube, the videos will be automatically translated in your language that you have set on your YouTube app. And then you will get automatically the AI voiceover with this language and the subtitles. And I have to say, I personally, when I watch a video and there comes an AI voice up, I immediately stop and do not watch. I would watch a video in French even if I don't understand it, instead of watching the video with an AI voiceover in my language, just because I can't stand these AI voices. And I tested it in the past, and I think it's not good for my channel to activate that. And I can't add the subtitles because the subtitles are only translated when I do the auto translation. And if I do the auto translation and I want to deactivate the voiceover, I must do that for every single language. I have to click and deactivate it. And I don't want to do that. I think it's awful that there is no other solution, or I don't know another different solution. So in case you have an idea how this is possible, let me know in the comments, but I don't know how I could stop YouTube from translating my videos into every language. I have kept on working. I let the first layer dry, and here I'm back. And I'm drawing just some pattern over the top to bring in more interest. And I really like to have this as kind of a reference book for future paintings. When I don't have an idea, I can just flip through this book and find things I like and that I can then use in a painting. And that is why I'm doing this little journal. By the way, the journal is from Paul Rubens, and it's a cold press watercolor sketchbook. It's very rough and textured, not my favorite. So that's also a reason why I use it just for playing, because I would not like to use this sketchbook for other stuff because it's too textured for me. I would love to test their hot press paper because I like a smooth paper compared to a rough textured paper. I let it dry again, my spread, and here I'm going back over the top. The light marks I made with the pastel, almost white watercolor, was a beigey color, have disappeared almost. So I'm going in to make them even more lighter. We will see how much this will how much darker this will get. But as I spread it into the wet paint before, that I think was the reason. Here I'm using the same color. I think it's Dunes from White Nights, but I'm not 100% sure. It's a beigey, sandy kind of color. And here I'm making some marks with that same color into my circle. I decided to do some mark making with a pencil. I'm using a Derwent Inktense. I bet it's a violet kind of color, and I really like these scribbly marks within these abstract watercolor paintings. I also almost every time use acrylic markers to do some mark making, either Posca pens or sometimes other brush markers that are available out there. I think I'm going to do this on that spread as well, but I'm not done with my watercoloring. I painted some rainbows into one of these circular shapes on the left. Looks like kind of a window where you look through. I really like that idea. These are the last marks I make with watercolors. I'm going to let those dry. And now I go in with some acrylic paint pens. I think I'm drawing over the marks I made before because they are not showing up as much as I want them to show up. So I'm using a brush marker on top of that. It might be a silver, metallic silver. I sometimes really like a metallic color combined with a watercolor background. I think that looks really lovely. And this will show up much better than the watercolor does. I'm pretty sure I'm doing some more mark makings here with other markers. I'm using the Arrtx ones here. I really like those brush markers, and I'm testing them sometimes before because I'm not 100% sure if it will match my color palette. So just to find the right pen marker, I would test them. And here I just make some scribbly marks. I really enjoy that process. Sometimes, I always say this, sometimes I can't stop myself because it's my favorite part, I think, of the painting. Finally, I'm adding some splatters to the spread as well. I really like splatters on my work. I decided to go with green ones, and then I call my spread done. I hope you enjoyed that video today. I'm going to leave you with a photo of the finished pages. You will find the blog post linked up in the video description as well, so you can have a look at close-up images. Yeah, I hope we will see us next time. Have a wonderful rest of the week. Bye.